Okay, this is the out-of-box review of the parkzone ME109. Obviously it's out of the box, but not out of the styrofoam. So we're going to go ahead and take this out of here and see what we can come up with. The wing, obviously pre-assembled. The servos and servo horns and linkages are already connected. And the wires, okay, the fuselage. The nice thing about this aircraft that I noticed over the parkzone T-28 and the Corsair is that the battery is located directly over the center of gravity. And what that's going to mean for a lot of guys is that you can use a bigger battery without affecting the balance of this aircraft. So you could go to a 2200 or even a 2450 or maybe even a 2800 C LiPo battery and milliamp hours, pardon me, and not have any problems with the CG of this aircraft. So there's the fuselage and the tail pieces. We'll deal with that after. The main thing that I wanted to show you folks right at the moment is the assembly of the propeller and the nose cone, because it is not as easy as the Corsair or the T-28. Let me tell you, I've already had a look at this, and so here's the nose cone. Here is the collet and backing plate for the nose cone, and the spacer which is necessary in order to be able to bolt the nose cone on. Now they do also include what I believe in this package right here to be the hardware for the flaps. However, I have stated earlier that I believe that this was identical to the hardware kit that's used on the ailerons of the Corsair. It's very similar in length. So we'll just go ahead and move on. Here inside the bag, these would be obviously the control surfaces for the ailerons, should you decide to use those. These flags for the tailpiece and the binding plug. I'm sure everybody that knows about bind and fly has tried these out before. They understand exactly how that works. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the spinner and the propeller on. I'm going to need to get up for a second because I need a pair of snips to get the propeller out of the package. Actually, they've got it quite well attached. So here's the propeller, and we'll just do that. Take this out of there. Okay, so more or less we slip the collet onto the engine, and then we put the propeller onto the collet, observing of course that there are marks on the back and there are marks on the front. The ones on the back face towards the aircraft, the ones on the front do not. That's on. Okay, and literally you don't need a wrench. However, an 11/16 wrench works quite nicely. One little trick with the wrench and we're done. The screw in the front is used to hold the spinner on. So we'll take that off and put the spinner on the aircraft in the hopes that I'm not a complete fool and might be able to get it in. Small Phillips screwdriver works wonders. It appears to be working. Okay, that part's done. Alright, now for those of you that haven't actually had a look inside of this bird, the receiver, the Air 500 receiver, I'm assuming that this, because there's two linkages connected to it, is the rudder and tail wheel, and this is the elevator servo. But very nicely laid out. This is the one thing about this aircraft I found over the Corsair and the T-28 is the layout is so much nicer, and particularly the fact that the battery is directly over the center of gravity.